Hello, everyone, and welcome to the MarketStar information session. We are fired up to be here with you. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and introduce yourself in the chat. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Tell us what roles you're interested in. Tell us what your connection is to MarketStar. The team is so excited to meet with you. I've known MarketStar and the team there for over a year now, and they're just doing some really exciting things, working with some really exciting clients. And so I'm fired up to have them present and tell you a little bit more about their opportunities. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over the time to Courtney and Devin on the recruiting team there, and they're going to tell you a little bit more about all of the cool things at MarketStar. All right, guys, good luck.
Thanks, Luke. Hi, everyone. We're really excited to have you today. My name is Courtney. I work for MarketStar as the talent acquisition manager, which means my team gets to hire really great people like all of you. I have my coworker, Devin, here. Devin, if you want to come off of mute, say hi.
Hey, everybody. I'm happy to be here. A lot of you may have gotten a message from me yesterday inviting you to this session.
Thanks, Devin, for sending those out. Devin's our recruitment marketing specialist, so he has a really fun job of marketing the cool opportunities that we have here at MarketStar. So today I'm really excited to talk to you a little bit about what I do and what MarketStar does and how that impacts job seekers like yourself. So I'm going to share my screen. We put together a little presentation for you. So let me make sure look okay. Devin, you want to give me a thumbs up? We're good. Awesome. So I know Luke gave you guys an intro and asked you to introduce yourself in the chat. So we'll be doing a couple giveaways along our presentation today for some $25 gift cards. So please stay engaged with us in the chat. If you have questions along the way, please pop them in the chat and we'll be able to address questions mostly at the end. Devin will be helping me man the chat and we'll announce all of the winners by the end of our 30 minutes together. So for our first giveaway, I'm sure some of you have probably already started typing in the chat, introducing yourselves and where you're from. Let's just have everyone quickly drop in the chat again where they're from, where they're joining from, maybe how they're connected to MarketStar. Let's just get to know each other really quickly here. And Devin will help us pick a winner if you all want to introduce yourselves via chat. And I will get straight into it here. So first off, who is MarketStar? MarketStar is a company that does outsource sales, marketing, and customer success solutions. So don't think of us as an outsourced or offshored contact center, but a company who represents top tech or SaaS brands. So we work with over 40 different brands that we represent, including all of these here on the screen, as well as many more. So that includes Google, Facebook, Pinterest, Pandora Radio, Reddit, Microsoft, HP, and Intel. A lot of those are really well-known household names, right? Tech or SaaS-based brands that you guys are all familiar with. We're back-to-back champions of the top places to work in Utah in 2019 and 2020. 2021, we're coming for you as well on that one. We like to have 3 up there, but we're a great place to work. Our employees love working at MarketStar because our company gives you a unique experience to be able to grow your career and work for some really spectacular brands. How cool does it look to have one of these brands and have them on your resume? I think that's pretty awesome. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the values that we have here at MarketStar. And that way you can understand what's important to us as a company and what's important to us as we represent these really big brands, right? I'll walk you through our 6. So our first one is all in every day. We put in our best effort and we work with purpose here at MarketStar. Our second is creativity that impacts. We foster a safe environment where we take smart risks and collaborate to solve problems. We want to hear what you have to say and the ideas that you have. We care about everybody from the bottom to the top. Everybody's opinion and ideas are valued at the same level. Our third is leaders who amplify. So our leaders behave with integrity, they lead with clarity, and they speak with candor, which means when you come work at MarketStar, you have a manager or you have a leader who actually cares about you. They care about your career, and their job, their sole purpose is to help you grow your career and help you get better. Our fourth is masters of our craft. We are relentless learners who constantly expand our expertise. We're constantly growing, we're constantly learning, pushing not only ourselves, but our peers to be better as well. Our fifth is we care. So we care about you, we care about your career, we care about your family, and we care about your communities and what's important to you. Our last value is you belong, and this one is one of my favorites. So everybody who accepts and lives our values will find belonging and purpose here at MarketStar. We welcome people of unique and diverse backgrounds, diverse points of view, and we ask that you accept and live these values, and you'll find belonging with us here at MarketStar. So I hope those 6 values help develop a better picture for you of MarketStar, what our company stands for, and what's important to us. Our purpose is to create growth, and that helps lead us in every decision and every interaction we have here at work at MarketStar. Next, I want to talk to you a little bit about what opportunities we have. That's why you're here today, right? You want to understand how you can maybe join the company and be a part of MarketStar, and we want to help create growth in your career. So MarketStar specializes in hiring people from diverse and unique backgrounds. We have many training programs, leadership teams, leadership programs to help you guide and shape your career in the best way that fits for you. So we have openings that range from entry-level sales roles, tenured account executives, sales managers, to sales enablement, sales operations managers, and even senior leadership roles. Even if you're not really sure where you think you'd fit in our organization, we still want you to apply. We love to have discovery calls to learn about you, your career, your passions, and our recruiting team can help align you with the best team and the best opportunity that matches what you might be looking for. So even if you're not sure yet, that's our job, is to help find the right job for you or help align that best opportunity for what you might be looking for. Okay, so I know we sound really great, but I really want to sell this thing for you, and I want to talk to you about our super cool benefits that we offer. I'm going to walk you through some of the benefits that we have in our benefits package. We'll go through this list here. So we have medical, dental, and vision coverage. We have HSA accounts. I know a lot of you are familiar. That's another alternative for retirement vehicles as well. We give everyone 4.5 weeks of PTO, and we actually want you to use it. We encourage you to take the time off. We're not one of those companies who gives you the time off and it's frowned upon to actually take it. Take the time, share your pictures with us of your vacation, or even if it's just staying at home watching some Netflix, that's okay too. On top of that PTO, you have 7 paid holidays. We also have paid family medical leave, and we have mental health resources because work is tough and so is life. We have a 401k that matches up to 4%. Personally, my favorite, that's most applicable to me, is we pay childcare expenses up to $5,000 a year. So for working parents, this goes a long way. We will pay for your daycare costs, after school care costs, enrollment fees for any of those daycares or after school programs, summer programs for your kids to keep them busy and active while we're working. I think that one is definitely my favorite. We also want to pay your tuition or education costs. We'll reimburse you for that too, up to $4,000 a year. And then lastly, on top of that, we also offer life and disability insurance. So to me, that's pretty killer for a benefits package. I know the child care reimbursement is my favorite, but I think maybe we should do another giveaway. So I would like for each of you to maybe pop in the chat. We'll randomly select a winner. I'll have Devin go through all of your answers. So we'll give you a few minutes to pop some things in the chat. But why don't you share with us what your favorite benefit is, or what resonates most with you, or what draws your interest out of these benefits the most. Even if you have any questions about our benefits, like I said at the end, we'll be able to answer some questions for you about our benefits, about MarketStar, anything here at all. So hopefully, Devin, you're seeing some of those chats come through. Awesome.
Yep, they're coming in.
All right, so how does MarketStar approach diversity, and how are we actually getting involved? I think our CEO says it really well here. So Keith said, I can affirmatively make one commitment to every employee, client, in our community that MarketStar will be a place of inclusion, safety, and diversity. That's awesome, right? That's great that our CEO cares and he's talking about it, but how are we actually doing these things instead of just talking about it? How are we actually putting boots on the ground and getting dirty and taking care of these things? I want to walk you through some initiatives or things that we're involved in as a company that I think really highlight how we actually are getting our hands dirty on this one. So we're a worldwide business. We have operations in over 60 countries and we represent over 25 different languages. We have groups such as MarketStar Women in Business. So this employee resource group, or you may know them as ERGs, is open to all women and allies. Its mission is to amplify the women of MarketStar to pursue their goals by creating opportunities, providing support, developing skills, and helping to build confidence for those in the workplace and outside the workplace as well. We do many career events with minority groups. So we partner with local and national minority organizations to provide career fairs, resume workshops, mock interviewing to underrepresented minorities as well. Our employee benefits package also offers, like I said, that childcare assistance and tuition reimbursement. I think this is really cool because this helps working parents, like I said, get adequate care for their children and ambitious employees to get the education they need to move up in their career. I think that allows us to leverage a diverse background of employees who are interested here at MarketStar. We also have a program that we're involved in, our Latino Entrepreneurship Program. So we've partnered with Weber State University and SWAUSO to provide funding and training to bolster entrepreneurialism among Latinos in our community. And then lastly, I want to talk to you a little bit from a metrics perspective. Actually, how are these things that we're doing, how are they impacting our workforce specifically? What does that mean? We're saying the things, we're doing the things, but are we actually seeing an uptick and how our company has evolved? So yes, hiring racial minorities is up 24% year to date, and hiring women is up 19% year to date as well. I think those numbers really speak volumes for themselves as you see how MarketStar continues to evolve our workforce and how we continue to evolve how we get involved with diversity groups and create an inclusive environment for all of our employees. So overall, we're busy getting in the weeds. We're not just talking about diversity. We actually really care to not only get our company involved, but our people involved as well. I hope some of those things help highlight what we're actually doing here at MarketStar. I think this moves us to the end of our conversation today, and hopefully the most exciting part for you guys is questions and answers. But that's all I really wanted to tell you guys about MarketStar today. I hope you've enjoyed getting to know us and what our company stands for and how that might get you excited to come and work for MarketStar. Devin and I would love to answer your questions, so please add your questions in the chat and we can get to answering those as they come in. So thank you all for your time today. All right, Devin, do we have any questions that we can address that have come through in the chat?
Yes, we have a couple that have already come in, and I'm sure a lot more about to bounce.
Great.
One of the first ones is being in USA a requirement to apply for jobs here?
No, it's not a requirement. Like I had mentioned, we have operations in over 60 different countries. We have some hub spots of where we hire. We have an office in Dublin, Ireland, that houses most of our EMEA operations. So that's Europe operations there.
Cool. And then the next question is, all the positions listed are in Utah. Are these on-site or opportunities that can be had anywhere? And
Great.
I can try to answer this one real quick.
Yeah, go for it, Devin.
A lot of the openings that we've listed will either say hybrid or remote after them. If it's remote, that means that can be done fully remote. You can do it from your basement or from your home, whatever works best for you. You aren't required to come into office. Hybrid means that it's mostly work from home, but a couple days a week, eventually you're going to need to be coming into office. So if you're in Utah, but like say you're not willing to commute every single day, then the hybrid option would be good. But if you're outside of Utah, then remote would be good.
Awesome. Great call out, Devin. And just as an overarching thing right now, all of our teams and programs are working from home. We do have a voluntary return to office. As you can probably see, Devin's in the office. I'm at home. But most of our programs, when we do have a return to office, it probably won't be until end of summer, around Q3 timeframe. So a few more months of everyone working from home until we reach back into that hybrid schedule for some of those programs. So really great question, whoever asked that one.
Yeah, and I think you just answered a lot of questions. People were wondering when people are going to be going back to office?
Yeah. I can elaborate a little bit more on that one. It's very client dependent as well. So MarketStar does a really great job of blending this unique business approach that we have here, right? So we represent these 40 different brands, but we're our own brand as well. But we want to care about what our clients care about as well and have similar values to them. So we tend to mirror the approach of the clients that we represent. A lot of these, like I mentioned, large tech or SaaS-based brands are very conservative in their approach to returning to the office. And so we are mirroring that approach. So some of our programs are still deciding whether they're going to be hybrid or fully remote or exactly what that hybrid schedule looks like. So we're trying to be as transparent with you guys as possible what we do know. And some things may change. You may end up working for a team that says they're going to go back into office and something might change and you might end up being fully remote. I think we're all starting to get used to a little bit of the unknown in the last year of what we've seen with COVID. So I hope that answers some questions on our return to office plan.
Yeah. One of the next questions here is, what is your personal experience with the company?
What's my personal experience with the company? I think I actually have a really unique experience with MarketStar. I was reverse recruited. I tried to recruit a member of the senior leadership team from MarketStar to a previous company that I had worked for. For some reason, it didn't work out. And some time had passed. He had reached back out to me and they had an opening for their talent acquisition team. And I was happy in my job. I wasn't really sure I wanted to change. I was at kind of that like 2 year mark where I had settled into my job. I knew my core job. I felt confident about what I did. I had established relationships with people, and leaving that was scary. But what got me excited was the opportunity for growth at MarketStar. I'm sure you're going to hear that a lot today if you go to a lot of info sessions. And if you take away one thing from ours, I hope it's that growth is actually something that happens here at MarketStar. So I took that leap of faith and I came to MarketStar. And since I've been here over the last 2 years with MarketStar, I've been able to grow in my career 3 times, whether that's in title, responsibility within my teams, growing the scope that I have in my role as well. And these are really cool opportunities and things for you to put on your resume. I wouldn't say that my experience is a one-off experience or a siloed experience. It's something that I see happen all of the time. Here at MarketStar, we love new ideas and opportunities to grow things, and failure is okay, right? Because we learn from those things. And I've had a lot of opportunity to be able to grow my career because I've been able to raise my hand at some of those opportunities for growth. So, to be honest, I haven't really looked back. I was comfortable, right, in my last role, and I got myself a little bit uncomfortable with something new and have found tremendous opportunity with MarketStar. And Devin is probably smiling as I'm going to say this, but it just doesn't slow down with MarketStar either. So I don't anticipate myself finding a place of stagnation or no growth with MarketStar. We just keep growing, and there's a lot of opportunity within that growth. So I've been excited with my decision.
Yeah, and I would add that, like what you said about there's no slowing down on the growth of MarketStar is totally true. Like, we have been hiring like crazy ever since I got here, and it's just because we're growing like a weed. But go ahead.
I was going to say we're adding a lot of really cool new brands. Some of our brands are expanding like crazy. I think some things that will help you guys understand how we're growing. So last year we hired, or typically I would say on average, we hire anywhere between 6 to just shy of 800 people a year. So far this year, we've hired almost 500 people so far. With the growth and how we're pacing, we're slated to hire almost 1,400 people this year with MarketStar. And a lot of that is sheer growth. So not attrition, right? Not people leaving us, but sheer growth of these programs. So almost double what we've ever done here at MarketStar, which I think just there tells you how much we're growing.
So we'll move on to the next question. One that I like here is, can you tell us more about how you serve clients and what that work looks like?
Yeah. I'm happy to dive into how we serve our clients. It's dependent on what our clients do here, but each of our programs, we have a director, a program manager, and then we also have our support units, and we divide those resources for our clients to serve them and service their needs of what they have with MarketStar. So some of our programs are larger than others, and some require a little bit more support and what they're doing, but we regularly meet with our clients weekly, monthly, quarterly business reviews. We actually do a lot of integration as well, meeting with them in our support organization. So our analytics and reportings team, even my team in talent acquisition, we meet with the clients regularly to make sure we're forecasting appropriately. We're talking about growth. We're talking about successes. We're talking about areas of opportunity where maybe the program can improve, or we're just having conversations to be able to have kind of that group think of how we can fix or solve a problem within the client. So we service our clients in a lot of different ways, and a lot of them are vehicled through the different support units that we have that help get these programs lifted off the ground. So I hope that answered that question, Devin.
Yeah, that was great. A lot of people are wondering how they can see our lists of job openings. Somebody posted in the chat, go to our careers page, www.marketstar.com/careers. Or if you want to just click apply right under this this stream, you can see the listings that we've put on Fairstream, and that's where we have the remote or hybrid designations.
Great call out, Devin. Yeah, use the apply button that should be below your screen to look at those openings that we have. Once this session with us ends today, you can always go to our jobs page. But one thing that I would encourage all of you to do, which I imagine you all like to network because of what we're actually doing today, is connect with me and connect with Devin on LinkedIn. We'd love to stay connected with you. That's a way for you guys to create a relationship that lasts after this live streaming session. And you can always ask us questions about the openings that you may see on our jobs page or things that we post about. I try to post about things that are relevant to the workplace and relevant openings and cool, exciting brands that are coming to MarketStar as well.
One of the next questions, Courtney, is what is the difference between your two offices in Salt Lake City and Ogden? And what is the difference between the sales manager role and sales development representative?
Great question. So the difference between our office is purely just location. We have one office, or we call our headquarter building in Ogden. Just houses a little bit more people than our Salt Lake City office. Our Salt Lake City office just represents different brands. So depends where our clients want to headquarter themselves. Some are in Ogden, some are in Salt Lake, and some are in both. So they provide you the opportunity to be able to come into the office when we were able to go into the office and when we will be able to go back. That choice there. The second part of the question, the difference between the sales development rep and the sales manager. I don't know which team you're specifically referring to, but I could give you a high level overview of the difference between the positions. So our sales manager position is typically a leadership role. We're looking for somebody to come in who lives those 6 values that I talked through with you guys. Most importantly is that leaders who amplify. So being a leader who behaves with integrity, you lead with clarity, and you speak with candor. So caring about your employees that work for you. Your job as a leader or manager is to remove roadblocks for your team, help block those shots for them, and help make their jobs easier. So sales manager, we're looking for somebody who has experience leading sales teams, driving teams to goals, driving teams to maybe revenue targets, has experience doing one-on-one coachings. We're a company that really focuses on that one-on-one time with each of your employees and doing that with data-driven examples. Our sales development representative, or we call them SDRs for short, is typically somebody who helps generate leads or helps sets appointments, vets leads, whether they come in organically or we're outbound prospecting them, depends on the team and the program, to help set up sales appointments or qualified sales leads for, could be a variety of different roles, but could be for our inside sales reps or could be for our account managers. managers. Our SDRs are a really great way if you want to get your resume started with some good sales skills. You want to get your foot in the door. You want to start working for a brand like Google. You want to start working for a brand like Pinterest or some of the other one-off brands that we have. That's a really great way to get your foot in the door, learn the skills, learn the sales process, the sales funnel, and dive right in. So I hope that explained, that was very long-winded, but explained the two different roles.
Thank you. We're going to have time for only a few more questions. I know we're not going to have time to get to everybody's question. So if you have time, feel free to join the info session later today, and we'll try to answer as many of those as we can in that session. One of the next questions here, Courtney, is what does it take to be a successful MarketStar employee?
Ooh, great question. I think I'm going to revert back to our values a little bit. And one thing that I can speak to really candidly about what our hiring managers look for is I can talk you through a little bit of what we have as some of our core competencies to be able to do these jobs most effectively. So some of those things that we look for is coachability, I would say, is the biggest thing. So the ability to be able to take and receive feedback. The door swings both ways here, right? We're a company that values feedback, and that feedback can go up to your manager and it can go down to your teams, or it can go out to the side to your peers. So coachability is something that's really big for us here. I'd also say critical thinking, communication, and organizational skills. So being able to critically think and problem solve, be able to communicate effectively, understand your audience. So how you might communicate to your boss may be different than how you might communicate to your peers, or how you may communicate to a client may be different. So having skills in some of those areas. Another area that I would say really resonates with hiring managers across the different teams we have here at MarketStar is we call it grit. So think of that as like determination. These are sales, marketing, customer success roles. You have goals and things that you're tied to. And at the end of the day, you may need to be a little bit scrappy to get there. Being gritty, understanding sometimes people tell you no, or there may be a roadblock in the way. Again, how do you problem solve? How do you think through that? How do you keep going? And then the last one I would say is being a team player. I think we all know what that means, but being able to work in a group environment, being able to be reliable, responsive, prepared, eager to learn, demonstrating curiosity, and working with others. I think those highlight our core competencies that we have here at MarketStar and what it takes to be a good MarketStar employee.
Okay, we're coming up on the last few minutes, Courtney. I'm going to ask this question because I thought it was really interesting. Let's see. What's the question nobody ever asks you, but you wish they would?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm not sure, Devin. Is there one that you think you could come up with on that one? That one's got me stumped a little bit.
I don't know. I guess I would just I wish people would ask me on like a more personal level, like all the marketing and the canned answers aside, like would I actually recommend this job to you if you were my friend?
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
that's a good one. What would you say?
And the answer would be yes, and I do recommend it to my friends a lot.
Yeah.
In fact, since I've worked here in just the last couple months, I've had a couple friends start, and that's the reason I started working here, or how I found out about MarketStar was I had a lot of friends that already worked here. And so it definitely is the type of job that I was recommended by a friend, and I would recommend to a friend.
Wholeheartedly. I agree with that one.
So we have just barely 1 minute left. So let's go ahead and do those gift card giveaways.
Awesome. Do you have the names for the gift card giveaways? And I think we did 2 giveaways, so we have a third gift card that I think we should just give out, right, Devin? I think we should just get rid of that one. So if you want to select a third winner who was a question asker at the end, we can give away our 3 gift cards if you want to announce who those are. And Devin will be following up with you afterwards as well.
Yeah, let's do it. So our first gift card winner was Marjorie Dutra. Sorry if I said your name wrong. I just posted my email in the chat, so feel free to just send me an email and then we can connect and get the details to send you your gift card. The second winner is Mallory Klenda. Same thing with just sending me an email. And then the third one here is, let's see. Let's do Kevin Fisher.
Nice.
So I'll post
we
those
all
names in the chat, but just send me an email. You guys are each going to win a $25 gift card.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us today. I'm sure we only have a few more moments together. Don't forget to connect with us on LinkedIn. Look through the jobs that we have open below, and you can always navigate to our job site as well. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Courtney and Devin. That was incredible and so cool that you had some gift card giveaways there. I think folks are going to love that. We're really excited for the next two information sessions, everybody. We've got 1-800 contacts and grow. And so for those next two sessions, make sure that you pick the one that you want, and we'll see you there. But otherwise, really cool opportunities here at MarketStar, and just fired up about all of the cool stuff that you're doing. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next session in 10 minutes.
Okay, thanks, Luke.